So my very first guest today is no stranger to this platform. He is from Durban, KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. He is 32 years old and loves to sing the old 70s and 80s hit songs of Kishore Kumar and Kumar Sanu. His voice is so very, very similar to both these iconic artists. His passion for music comes from his dad, whom he is dedicating all of his songs to. Please help me welcome Vivesh Singh from Durban, South Africa. Welcome to the program again, Vivesh. Good to see you again.
Hi, Mala. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing? How's COVID and all of that in South Africa right now? I've been hearing, the numbers are rising each and every day. And every day I open my Facebook page, I'm seeing somebody from South Africa passing away from this dreadful virus.
Well, I am well, I think, for now.
I can see that. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Yeah.
With God's grace, one day at a time. Yes, it's sad losing a lot of loved ones during this time of everything that's happening. So my condolences goes out to all the loved ones that have passed on. And unfortunately, it's not a good time. It's not the best time. We are so limited from gatherings, from meeting friends, and most importantly, also having our music sessions.
Yeah.
Those days are far gone. Hopefully, not very long.
Exactly. And for our viewers out there who are watching right now, Vivesh is very new at the recording scene. He's released a couple of songs already, Ekaj Nabi for one, and there were a few more, right?
Correct. Quite a few.
Okay, good. And since the last time we have spoken to each other, you've been making waves in South Africa, like since your first interview here with me in Canada, and then with Rishi Nabat in Trinidad, with the release of your song Ekaj Nabi. Why don't we start with that and tell us what you've been doing since our last chat?
Well, that's a big question. From the first launch, the first international launch, which was with Rishi on Pouch FM. Then I went to Radio Jagriti with you as well for the very first time. So ever since then, I have been involved in a few other projects, few other recordings. I strictly did not stop. So whenever I had a chance, I used to get myself involved in some sort of music and recordings. Well, anything that we can do now. And unfortunately, not much live gigs. So I focused myself quite strongly to recording, doing cover versions. And lastly was my big project, which was my very first original track.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that is where I have reached thus far.
Right. And you're also a musician and you play the guitar as well too, right?
Well, yeah, I'm not the best at it. I am self-taught. So with the little knowledge that I have and being guided by my role models and my idols, I just started to play and just following my heart passionately.
Right. Well, for all of our viewers who are watching today, I've put together a little clip with Vivesh and his musical piece, Ye Vadaraha, which he played on, I believe, an electric guitar, right?
Ye Vadaraha was on the Spanish guitar.
On the Spanish guitar. All right, so let's play that. Right now. Okay, so that was a good piece of music there, and that was something that you did how many years ago?
That was done like 5 months ago.
5 months ago. Wow. So have you had any like professional training for that Spanish guitar, or did you just learn on your own?
Absolutely not. Like I said, I'm totally self-taught, and just by ear and my passion for music, I just developed an art for playing the guitar and playing the mandolin. And I like string instruments. And
Wow.
by the way, you have caught me by surprise with that little slide that you have created for me. And
Yes, I hope you don't mind. Yeah, because I went on your Facebook page and I wanted to take some pictures, and I said okay, and I saw these pictures, and I'm thinking I don't even know what your father looks like, but I'm assuming that was your dad at the very beginning, right?
that was my dad. And with all the other pictures as well that you have put up, it brought back some really good memories, with some good buddies, all the music journey. And that picture that you have put up of my dad, that guitar was actually used in the recording.
Nice. So I see your dad was a big fan of Rajesh Khanna in the days, and I think that's that's where you got your love of Kishore Kumar songs from.
Very much. It's all due to his influence, his positive influence towards my upbringing, and that has motivated me to follow a path related to music of that caliber.
Right.
And I not one but.
Awesome. So you have just embarked on a project with which a lot of people have a very hard time doing, creating a full Bollywood number from scratch, music, melody, lyrics. The only other person I know who have done this just recently is none other than Raymond Ramnarine from Trinidad and Tobago with his version of Koni Lagi, his original masterpiece, that is, for those who remember the song. Tell me about the song. Why don't you just walk us through the process of how you came up with the idea for the song, from inception of putting it on pen and paper to music production?
Meri Nazar was a song that we put to pen and paper, like I should say like 3 months ago. Well, I had the idea of the tune, which I have created some many years ago, and being there, I had no knowledge of how to put all of this together, so I just left it aside for some time.
Yeah.
And then Hussein Vally and I started chatting a few months back. Well, we're good buddies. We go a little long way back. Just this time on a very serious note, we started chatting, and the idea came up of doing a original song, because I have did cover versions all my life and I have no clue what a original would sound like. So with his help and obviously with his blessings, he wrote the song for me. So it was entirely his lyrics.
Wow.
I sent him the tune and wrote the song accordingly to fit the tune. So we did all of that telephonically, Messenger and WhatsApp.
Hold on a second. So you didn't even know the notes for the song as yet, but you created the tune for it?
That's quite correct. I just created a tune and that was the result out of it. I sent him the tune and he wrote the song, he built the lyrics, and he put the lyrics accordingly to fit the tune. And that went along with getting the song done.
Wow, that's amazing. I don't know if anybody does that. Like, they have this tune in their head and then then you put notes to it. That's amazing. Maybe you can sit and write a song for me. Come up with something for me.
I think that would be Mr. Hussein Vally. He's amazing, and he's a humble person, and he's a wonderful human being. And he has been there getting this original song to the level where it is right now in terms of the lyrics, in terms of the music, the wordings, and those kind of things. And not forgetting our very good buddy, Mr. Nishan Ramniraj.
Okay.
He is responsible for the beautiful music
Okay.
behind the song.
Right. So, is there anyone else you want to thank, give a vote of thanks to before I play the song?
Well, there's too many to mention, but I think just a few friends, family, Mr. Hussein Vally, Mr. Nishan Ramiraj, Uncle Dave Megu, Mr. Mervyn Pillay, and a few others as well. I'm sure you know who you are. Thank you for all the support. And with the end result, we actually managed to score a bonus round, and we have got the video created. So that was also an added achievement for me. So that was about it.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, right about now, I'd like to present Meri Nazar, written by Mr. Hussein Vally and performed by none other than this wonderful gentleman sitting right here, Mr. Vivesh Singh. Enjoy it. I know that I am going to enjoy it as well.
Thank you.
तू आती
What a beautiful song. Like I had a listen to this song just a few days ago, and I really love it. I love the way you sang it. Like, can you tell us a little bit about the song, like the meaning of the song?
Well, like few other romantic songs, it's quite common to that meaning of it.
Right.
However, it's a description. So obviously you're describing the girl, and I look into your eyes, and you look into my eyes, and those kind of things. So that is the theme about the song. It's a romantic song, and when Hussein Vally had asked me, what would you like to sing as your first, or like a ghazal or a bhajan romantic song, and I immediately responded back, and I said I would like to do a romantic song. So the way he had wrote the song, it fitted in quite well. In a sense,
basically, did you tell him what is it you wanted, like what story you wanted to portray in the song itself?
Absolutely not.
So he just came up with the lyrics on his own.
100% he did.
Wow, very nice. That's what you call creativity at its best there.
Oh yes, and he's doing really well out here. Well, he goes a long way back. And
yeah, exactly. I think he sent me a video as well, because I would have loved to have a sit-down one-on-one interview with him, just the way you and I are chatting right now. But he sent a video instead. So what I want to do right now is I would like to play that video, and then maybe we can come back and chat a little bit more about him. That's good with you?
That's cool with me.
All right, awesome. So let's grab his video there. And share it.
Hello to Mala, and hello to all the listeners out there. My name is Hussein Vally. I started music at a tender age of 6 and loved singing all my time until I sang with a band on my late sister's wedding, the song Jab Jab Bahar Aaye, and my dad discovered that I've got talent and acquired me a guitar, and I started playing and learning the guitar on my own. And from then onwards, I joined quite a few bands, and it was my passion. I used to travel quite a few long distances to just get there to practice, and that's how we performed at a lot of weddings, etc. In 1984, but before I go to that, there was a lot of problems between vocalists, fighting over songs, and that's how I decided when a keyboard came out in 1984 that had beats. So I programmed this keyboard, and I became the one-man band in '84, and I played for weddings, etc. Until Sun International discovered a cassette at that time and offered me to play at their venues, casino venues. And in Wild Coast, I started off the first show, which made a tremendous hit. Thereafter, I did Durban City Hall, and then from then I went throughout the whole of South Africa. Then I was offered to go out to Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Botswana, DRC, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, all African countries, and I went as far as playing in Hong Kong, in Dubai, and once in Mauritius. Now what I'm doing, I am now trying to write my original songs, but I have really succeeded with some of the songs. And in 1994, I wrote the song Akela Tu Aaya Hai, Akela Tu Chala Gaya, dedicated to my dad, who just passed away in '91. It came along the song, but now with the COVID time, it has really made a hit. Like, you know, it's being played a lot on Facebook, and a lot of funerals, people sing the song there. And my ambition now is to write songs for upcoming artists in South Africa, and hope we can also try and build our music talents that we have in South Africa. Thank you.
He is quite talented. He's got a beautiful voice. Like, how come I haven't heard any of his music before? Oops.
He's quite a famous guy.
Give me one second. Hold on. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Yeah, so I was saying that, he's got a beautiful voice and he's just an amazing artist and musician and now lyricist. I'm surprised that I haven't, like, the world on this part of, the world, we haven't heard of him.
Yes, in terms of with him being a part of the music industry, he is definitely considered a legend out here. And he is ever ready to assist, to support, and motivate. And I feel blessed to fall under that category of his wing.
Right.
So that's Hussein Vally. And he's passionate about his music. And I also had the amazing opportunity of sharing the stage with him a few years ago. So, and much more close.
Wow.
Bond.
So I in your preview that I did with the Spanish guitar, there were some pictures of you in a tuxedo and you were receiving some awards. What was that all about?
I was actually nominated for the Legends Award.
Oh.
2018. Yeah, that was 2018. So wasn't just myself. There was quite a few other artists out here in South Africa, much more experienced than I am, that had gotten the opportunity of getting an award for promoting music and being a part of the musical industry. And it was a well-deserved event out here in South Africa.
Yeah, because I don't think I've seen those pictures before. When we did our first sit down, I don't think it was there on your Facebook page at the time.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So will you be doing more original songs that now that you've married Azar? I'm sure it's a hit because you've had many releases all over South Africa, in Trinidad, and now here in Canada, and I believe you have a couple more slated for the US.
Yes, well, that's still pending. So there's a few other international interviews and releases that are approaching, but one step at a time. There's only so much that so I'm just taking it a bit easy. But
right.
We have, I think, reached that level of the track going far and wide. I think, firstly, our very own South African radio stations, of having my original song aired, and thereafter it went far and wide internationally. Taj FM, Radio Jagriti. We also went to other cities as well in South Africa. Now in Canada, and I guess perhaps soon in USA. And well, let's see what happens thereafter.
Wow. So the last time I asked you, where do you see yourself a year from now? And it's been almost a year since we last spoke. And you have made some really big moves and you've become quite popular in South Africa and around the globe as well, too, with your music. Where do you see yourself, like, I don't know, 1 year from now, next year?
Well, I'll give you the same answer. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's true. Because the way the world is going right now, I don't know. I think we need to take it one day at a time.
Well, I'm doing as for today and definitely not tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've faced a lot of challenges out here in South Africa.
Yes.
And I strongly believe that if you're pure at what you do your end results will always be pure and successful, obviously. So I'm still learning. I still consider myself quite new to the music industry out here and out there. So one step at a time, with guidance and most importantly, what we actually need in our lives are support and motivation.
Yes, for sure. Absolutely. And you're gonna keep on making original music, right?
Well, I would love to. Well, let's see what happens. It's sort of hard work and things of that sort. But I guess for the love of music, if it's meant to be, it will happen. And will take one day as it comes and go with the flow of life.
Absolutely. Now, the one question that I remember asking you last time we were here is, have you collaborated with anybody, or are you willing to collaborate with anyone? So I'm going to ask the same question. Have you collaborated with anyone since we last spoke?
Well, we like I said, we haven't really had, serious jam sessions. Just a few buddies from Petermaritzburg out here, with Shashi and his son Tariq, the father and son team.
Yes, that's right. They were on the program, and then I saw that you guys were, I did talk to him about that. I think you all had a jam session at his house.
Yeah, that was the last time that we got together as musicians to do something related to music.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't do that just yet, due to everything, and with the curfew. So we get to do more stuff as the months go by, and we really are missing our good old days of music.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's such an amazing soul, such an amazing musician. Him and his son, both of them, they're incredible musicians. And the fact that they're self-taught as well too, that makes it even more interesting.
Yes, pretty much.
Just like yourself, you guys are so talented, man. That's amazing.
I mean, we in fact got together for the very first time. So, and we got on quite well. And, well, I'm learning from them as well. They're quite experienced for them being self-taught.
Right.
And I think teamwork, we all learn from each other. We share ideas. And that's exactly what we have did. So, and we'll continue going forward.
Awesome. So I would love to see a collab between all of you together. That would be great.
Well, I'd love to see that as well.
Yeah. Have you guys talked about it?
Well, we have been chatting, but nothing on a serious note. We can't just make decisions right now. We just have to wait for.
Yeah. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Well, Vivesh, it's always a pleasure chatting with you, and I wish you all the best with this new song, Meri Nazar. And for everyone watching right now, I suggest that you take a listen to the song. It's on YouTube. It's under Vivesh Singh, and he's making waves, and you will see a lot more of him on this very program. So, Vivesh, thank you again for making a difference in people's lives with your golden voice and your awesome music. And I know that you will achieve all of your goals in this life.
Well, Malaji, I would like to thank you so much. This is I think also my third time with you.
Yes. And I'm sure I'll be seeing a lot more of you.
Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe soon.
Yeah, you never know. You said you wanted to come to Canada, right? So let's wait and see when COVID is over. And I want to come to South Africa as well, too. So, two places I have in mind to visit, and two places I've gotten personal invites from, that South Africa and Australia. So those are two places that's on my list of adventures in possibly the coming years. Let's see how COVID goes. If we can eradicate this dreadful virus within this year, that would be great. Life can go back to being normal again and we can travel. So
I hope all of your dreams and your plannings work out quite well in your favor. Really pray so. And I feel so acknowledged and I feel so blessed to be a part of your show. I'm not new to it, and I hope for more. Also, on South Africa supporting us and all other South Africans.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to do this for artists like yourself because I know the struggles and I've been there and I'm still going through it. And I myself, I'm an artist as well. And the one question that I was asked just recently is, why am I, as a singer, am I promoting other singers? Well, my answer is simple. Just to help them to get a step in the right direction, even if it means me helping them on this end of the globe, why not? It's all about helping each other in this industry. We've had far too many people backstabbing and being negative, and for the ones who are on top, this is your opportunity to help the ones below you. So why not give a helping hand when you can, right?
Well, I strongly agree, and I think I quite have realized as to where you are coming from. If we are on the same page,
yes.
Without anything further being mentioned, so this all adds up to negativity, and I'll tell you this much: when you do so much within yourself, and when you reach that level, climbing up that ladder with your hard work and facing all those challenges all by yourself, it makes you a stronger person.
It does.
And you will always find people that will want to bring you down. And I guess we just have to be strong enough to face those challenges.
Yes.
And at the end,
I always say, the one thing that I've always said to a lot of the artists is that the stage is big enough to accommodate all of us at whatever level we're all at. We're all different individuals. When we sing, we come with something different. We bring our own individuality to that song, to that music. So it doesn't matter if all of us sing the same song, we're going to be singing it differently than the other person. So I always say the stage is big enough to fit all of us. We're all God's children and we're here to do our best. And, let the negative naysayers, let them be in their corner, and let's just move forward, strive for a better tomorrow. So,
I fully.
Absolutely. Well, with that being said, Vivesh, thank you so much for spending this hour with me. And I wish you all the very best. And I hope to see you soon enough. And do take care of yourself and stay safe, and give my regards to your family.
You as well. And everything of the best to you and your singing, your amazing singing, and your wonderful presentations on featuring artists around the world. And you're doing an amazing job, and God bless you for that.
Well, thank you so much. And thank you for being on the Sunday afternoon line. Thanks again.
Always a pleasure, and I hope to see you soon.
Yes, absolutely. Well, guys, there you have it. We had an amazing session there this morning, pre-recorded, of course, with Vivesh Singh, and the audio recording of Mr. Hussein Vally, who couldn't be on the live with us. But yeah, so Vivesh is an amazing singer, and he's really definitely making waves, and he's paving the way for a lot of artists coming up in South Africa right now. So with that being said, I think we have our next guest who's waiting in the waiting room. So why don't I just invite him in? and this is going to be a live session. So, let's see here. Hi, Vijay.
Let me just unmute. Right, good.
How are you doing?
Hi, good afternoon, Mala, and to everyone on the Sunday afternoon live. It's a pleasure to be here once again.
Absolutely. It's been a while. The last time you were here was back in, I think, I don't know, July of last year.
That would have been in the time of the Bara song. The Bara
yes,
song.
yes, the Bara, the famous Bara song. All right, so it's definitely a pleasure having you back on again. It's you know, you are a musical genius in my book. I mean, you sing everything. You're a actor, a comedian, a vocalist in pretty much any genre of music, including the female voice. You're a 5-time winner of the Swaha Swadeshi Shastriya Sangeet and Cultural Composition Singing, 6 times winner of nationwide local classical singing competition, a winner of Mastana Bahar in 2012, singing a solo duet, reigning champion of the Chinfire Promotions local classical singing competition in 2015, a 2 times finalist for the CSM in 2019 and 2020. So I think in 2019 you came in 4th place, and in 2020 you were 6th.
I was dropped to 6th, but you know, it's the 3rd year I'm actually a finalist. I was finalist from 2018, 2019, 2020, and hopefully this year, you know,
you're bringing home the crown this year.
Definitely, I'm going all in this year, you know, so I'm hoping that I'll be a finalist.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on Facebook land and on YouTube, it's my pleasure to welcome the multi-talented Veejai Ramkissoon, CSM semi-finalist 2021. Welcome to the Sunday Afternoon Live.
Oh, thank you very much, Mala. I must say, you know, it's always a pleasure to be here. And to all the artists before, you know, I was just listening in on the conversations and some of the words of encouragement by that talented artist, you know, you were just interviewing. And, you know, it's a really dark time for musicians around the world, vocalists, everyone in the genre, you know, from radio go straight back to performers. And, you know, that's the attitude we need to keep. We just need to keep that positivity and keep passing it on to each other. And, you know, create a ripple that, you know, would eventually get us back on our feet.
Exactly. Those are some really good words there. That's exactly where we're at right now. But before we move any further with this little interview session that I have planned for you, I put together a couple of clips of your Bollywood tunes. You're a crooner for Bollywood songs. Like you're a heartbreaker. What can I say? I love your songs.
Thank you very much.
And I make no bones about saying it out loud. I love your voice. I love your music. You know, you're an awesome individual. So let's share that little video clip that I put together for one second. Let me just put it together and share it. And here we go.
मैं दोनों जहां का एक तुझ में सिमट के आया तू मिले दिल खिले और जीने को क्या चाहिए हाँ तू मिले दिल खिले और जीने को क्या चाहिए मेरे प्यार की उम्र हो इतनी सनम मेरे प्यार की उम्र हो इतनी सनम तेरे नाम से शुरू तेरे नाम पे खत्म तेरे खुशी से है खुशी तेरे गम से है गम तेरे नाम से शुरू तेरे नाम पे खत्म मेरे प्यार की उम्र हो इतनी सनम जानम देख लो मिट गई दूरियां मैं यहाँ हूँ यहाँ हूँ यहाँ हूँ यहाँ कैसी सदहदें कैसे मजबूरियां मैं यहाँ हूँ यहाँ हूँ यहाँ हूँ यहाँ जानम देख लो मिट गई दूरियां मैं यहाँ हूँ यहाँ हूँ यहाँ हूँ यहाँ तुम छुपा ना सकोगी मैं वो राज हूँ तुम भुला ना सकोगी वो अंदाज हूँ गूंजता हूँ जो दिल में तो हैरान क्यों मैं तुम्हारे ही दिल की तो आवाज हूँ सुन सको तो सुनो धड़कनों की ज़बां मैं यहाँ हूँ यहाँ हूँ यहाँ हूँ यहाँ कैसी सदहदें कैसे मजबूरियाँ मैं यहाँ हूँ यहाँ हूँ यहाँ हूँ यहाँ
Oh my God. You're definitely a Bollywood star. What can I say?
So I'm definitely blushing on this side here. Definitely, I think that you picked out probably all my favorites.
Really? I am so happy to hear that because those are my favorites of yours. Thank you so much for that. You know, you have ventured into you've done Bollywood. As far as I know, I think you're one of the best Trinidad and Tobago has in terms of Bollywood songs, but you've ventured into CSM, which, you know, you have to do like Chutney Soca. Why did you're basically the Bollywood king of Trinidad and Tobago, and you decided to just go into a different genre, Chutney Soca. What made you decide to do that?
You know, I'm a person, I love all genres of music. You know, I grew up in the urban part of Diego Martin, Trinidad to be exact, and you know, I was really privileged to be exposed to all different types of music, not only Indian music. And from a young age, I always loved fusion music. I love the concept of chutney soca from the days of Chris Garcia, Sundar Popo. You know, they would have been the traditional ones, but Sundar Popo would have lended to chutney soca's evolution with the way he sang his English music. And then, you know, we had great musicians playing that, not too much traditional chutney, but sort of a Trinidad flavor in the form of Harry Mahabir and these guys from the BWI orchestra. And, you know, from a young age, they captured my attention. And I always said, you know what, I'm going to go behind all the film singing competitions, classical singing competitions, virgin singing competitions. And then there was just one more for me to that I wanted to challenge myself to do, and that's Chutney Soca Monarch. Chutney Soca Monarch is more than just the competition. You know, it's a contest that actually gives you your rightful place as a musician. I think it's a rite of passage, and you know, I love a challenge. I love that sometimes I go, and even if I don't win, it gives me that passion to just go home, go straight back to the drawing board, and you know, start from scratch and come again. You know, it's always room for improvement. Chutney Soca is something that we could say is safely a Caribbean thing. It gives us our identity, our place on the map of the world, and I'm just, you know, privileged to be a part of it. And it would be remiss of me if, you know, I just, I'm a Trinidadian, I'm a Caribbean person, and I don't take part in Chutney Soca Monarch. It's a passion of mine, and I really hope to bring it to the table.
Well, I wish you all the best with that. But I want to talk about that song from last year, the Bara song. How did you come up with that? Did you write that song?
Well, actually, that Bara song, it was written by Kelvin Kisoon. And the funny thing about that song, you know, me and Big Rich were very good friends. And I would normally be by Rich working on other stuff. And sometimes he'd be like, hey, sing the song. And he just hand me it and he'd just say, I have some music, just sing, just put on vocals for it. And with one evening, I would sing lyrics that I've never seen in my life before. And then Rich would take it and turn it into something nice, you know. Obviously, I'd put my best foot forward in doing so. And Bara song was one. And, you know, he said, let's just try this and see what happens. And it so happened that, you know, it caught on. A lot of people, Bara song did really well. Went to Chutney Soca Monarch with it 2020. And, you know, I'm surprised that a lot of people, they love the song because they love doubles. So, you know, it was a win-win situation for all of us.
Yeah, that's and then you did another song as well too. I think this year you released it Own Way.
Own Way, yes.
Yeah, so who wrote that one?
So Own Way was written by Big Rich himself, and I think that Rich was writing about himself and he wanted somebody else to sing it. So he asked me, he said, you know, I'm looking for somebody as Own Way as myself to sing this song. And the first time I saw the lyrics, I was, Rich, what kind of madness you want me to sing? And he said, you don't worry, just sing it. And, you know, after singing it, Mala, I realized that most of the lyrics in it is actually true. Being a student,
you resonated with those lyrics.
Of course, you know, being a child of the 80s, growing up in the 90s, you know, I could have related to most of those things. Sending me to school, and, you know, I wouldn't say that I'm playing the fool, but, you know, I used to play a little more than mommy would have liked. But, and sometimes when I came home, you know, I might have got 2 of the rulers. But, you know, I thought about it and I say, Rich, you know, you're right, a true story. A lot of people gravitated toward that song. And even...
I have to say that you were really brave to put on a blonde wig.
Well, funny thing about that, Sunil was actually going to buy a mop for me because we weren't getting any last minute wigs. We had to rush to do that video. And thank God, you know, he went to a store and that's the only wig he could have found. So a lot of people still confused about it. It looked like half a wig, but I'll try to get the next half for the other part of the song.
Well, I want to take a moment and I want to share that song so that our viewers know what in the world I'm talking about. So let's take a listen.
Give my family trouble. Everybody say that I was wicked. My mother teach me to read and she teach me to write, but I chop it. Send me to school and I come in last. And when I reach home, she go cut me off. They lock me in my room and sneak out when me sleeping. Cause I on way. Decide to keep a duck a plop, got and roast it up. It's carry, punje, carry. You may but see for I go in there, they go past me. Give me a chance, just one more chance, please, Mr. Officer. Sorry, 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 sorry.
Big Rich Viejai and the Beaver.
When I get hangover from my Johnny Walker, one thing that sober me. When I drink hard liquor, I need a reviver. One thing that sober me. When I get hangover from my Johnny Walker, one thing that sober me. When I drink hard liquor, I need a reviver. One thing that sober me. When I get high and leave by the bar, just one thing that I want to do. Give me 2 barrels, cover with nana, put plenty pepper, double, this get me sober. Hallelujah! Give me 2 barrels, cover with nana, put plenty pepper, double, this get me sober. Give me 2 barrels, cover with nana, put plenty pepper, double, this get me sober.
Some good stuff.
That was some good stuff indeed. I just love it. I love it. I love the song. The concept was great, and yeah, I get you when you say that it's Big Rich. So
Yeah, you could just realize it's Big Rich when you hear the lyrics, you know. But he's talented like that. He always writes about these things that people want to say, but they won't say, and they will just accept it and just nod when they hear it.
so you're a total vegetarian and you're not a drinker.
Mm.
So I was just listening to the song last night and I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, he's a vegetarian, he doesn't drink, but I mean you did that so well. I mean, that's what you call acting, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of people thought I was drunk while doing it, or people think that I should have been drunk while doing it because they said, you know, Vijay, you don't act like that when you're just regular. And then I said, you know what, I'm a natural born clown. I'll do it anytime, any place. I love to have fun, and the best thing is when you find 2 or 3 more clowns that share the same vision with you to do the same thing. So in that video, the first one when we had Amir Ramjatan, who's Rishma Ramlal's
Yes.
son,
Yeah.
Drumsy Entertainment, DJ Nav. We had Big Rich himself, Prince Bajman, and also Sunil Ramkissoon.
Your brother. Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
you know we could say who's a bigger clown between all of us. You know, I think we all graduated from the same class.
That's amazing. It's so amazing that you guys could come together and just create like that. It was just beautifully done. It was well done. That's for
Thank you
sure.
very much.
And you definitely have talent as an actor as well too. That's for sure.
I'll be trying to perfect it in some time to come. So I'm just asking everybody, please bear with me. You could laugh at it, just please bear with me. I'll get better. Promise.
So let's talk CSM 2021. I mean, I know CSM 2020, you were there and you put on this big show and with the props and the stage and dancers and all that. I mean, that must cost a pretty penny.
Of course.
What was the cost factor involved there?
Well, CSM is something, it's in all its grandeur and all the hype and everything. You don't want to be left out in the dust, you know. All the artists, when you get into a final of CSM, your mindset changes. You're not going to say that, you know, I'm just going to take part in the competition because they are probably big names, and you know, you want to give yourself a winning chance, and to do that you have to have a psychedelic show. And I think that, you know, I asked myself, you know, sitting home, what would I like to see on stage? And everything comes into play: the fireworks, the clothes that you wear, you know, confetti, the screen in the back, dancers, props. Also, you need to get, and every single piece adds up to a cost. So I'm just going to tell you a rough figure for I would say decent portrayal on a CSM stage in the final. I mean, from us at least, you know, would be around $20,000 to $30,000 TT. And that's starting, and we even had artists in the past. I mean, definitely who could have afforded it that went to $500,000 to $600,000. And it's not about the money. It's really to tell you that how much this competition means to us. It gives you a place in history in Trinidad and Tobago in the chutney fraternity, Mala. And I want to thank George Singh, Southex, for always giving us this platform. CSM 26. It's going to be, without the audience, we're definitely going to miss every single one of those supporters of chutney music. But what they did is actually made it better for the people to watch. Bring it better. It's going to be more clearer. It's going to be well packaged. It's going to be well put together. And trust me, everyone is going to have their say, because I understand that a percentage of the votes will be text.
Yes, exactly. Now, can you say, for instance, there is a newbie, somebody like me, for instance, if I wanted to attempt CSM, what are some of the things I must consider before venturing into something like that?
Well, first of all, you need to have guts of steel, because this is a very nerve-wracking contest. It's not for the faint of heart, because CSM would require you to step out of your comfort zone. And I think that is what is required if you're just entering into CSM. You're going to have to be on stage in front of a lot of people. Sometimes it's not a crowd that you're accustomed to. But the main factor about it is it's making you into a better artist. So there's a lot that you could take away from it, even if you don't progress, because it's a really, really tough competition when it comes to artists bringing out their best. Everybody comes with their A game. Today, I just came home from a practice. I had a gig today. I went to that gig and I went to Wizzy's house, and we had a practice. And trust me, I mean, while I was there, the artists, they came, everybody was singing like if they were in the final already. So I'd say, you need to really prepare. There's no room for error. And it's something you need to prepare yourself months in advance for. You need to picture yourself on that stage. So my advice to you would be, practice is key. It's not a competition that you just come in, like, prepare 2 weeks. You need to do it from months before. So when you're put under that spotlight, you can deliver, and you can do it effectively as well. You need to give it all, because that 5 minutes or 4 minutes or whatever they give you, nobody could take that away from you. That is your 5 minutes. You need to own it, and you need to deliver.
Wow. Interesting. Very good advice, dear. And I will take that into consideration if I ever decide.
Well, definitely. I mean, Mala, you have all the talent. You have all the trimmings to be a definite chutney soca diva. And I'm sure 100% that Southex will be happy to welcome you, especially from the Canadian fraternity. I understand that CSM is actually taking place in Canada as well. It actually wrapped up.
We have Canada. Yes, it is. We have 3 semifinalists from this country as well too. That's going to be on that stage as well. So I've had one of them on Kipalo. You know him, Keith.
Of course, Keith Bishop is one of my my closest friends. He's a gem. He's a gem.
He was on the program last week, and then in his video, I noticed that you and Sunil, your brother, were playing the dolak and the
tabla.
Tabla.
Yeah.
And I never noticed that before in his video until last week. I'm like, wait, is that Veejai?
Yeah, we do play tabla. I mean, my brother is a professional tabla player, but in studying music, we did everything. I love to play everything. And when Keith asked us, he said, Vijay, would you be in my video? I was so happy. I just said yes before he finished asking, and say, bro, anything for you. He had that song, Cause I Love Chutney Soca. That was so sweet, and I was really happy to be part of it.
Yeah.
It
has such a good feel to it. It's a real feel-good type of song. Really good. There a new song that you just have that you made for this CSM, More Dal Than Rice. Now, tell us about that song. What's the story behind it?
Well, it's always a funny story to start with. Me and Sunil, we decided this year that we're not going to do any songs from the outside. We're going to write our own song. And we didn't want to go. A lot of people, let me be honest, a lot of people gave a good beating to the artist and said that, we fed up on the rum songs and the horn and all these things, right? And we were listening to that, but we were saying, so what we're going to sing in chutney after that, And at the same time, there was this monolith phenomenon happening around the world where we're seeing a lot of monoliths, and a lot of people were speculating that they're put up by aliens. So we said, what, in a laughing way, we're going to write a song surrounding. What if, that's true and aliens came to the world? What would you like to see? And Sunil say, hey, I want to be the last man on it. So obviously all the guys in the world, and all the guys that are watching right now, I'm sure you guys have imagined that sometime or the next. And Mala, one thing led to the next.
How did dal and rice come into play?
Of course, well, more dal than rice is a metaphorical meaning for more women than men. So the men would be the rice, dal would be the woman, and it's saying that I'm a minority, and it's more dal than rice. It's more that I could handle. I thought that I wanted to be the last man, but it's too much for me to handle. I can't handle everybody at the same time, and the song gives a story about the consequences of that.
All right, before I play the song, do you want to give a vote of thanks to anyone?
Of course, firstly, Mala, you always give us the platform to release our music. You have a wonderful program. I'm a big fan of the Sunday afternoon line with you guys.
Thank you so much.
If I don't see it live, I definitely look back at the videos, and the only reason I wouldn't see it live is because I'm on the road or something. But
Yes.
Always giving us a platform to launch our music and have a decent conversation and get in depth. Thank you so much. We don't get that these days. I want to thank Sunil, who's here with me right now. His head is down in his tablet. We're working on a lot of stuff.
Tell him to say hi. Tell him to say hi.
Oh, Sunil, they say, well, he's actually, Sunil, they say hi. Say hi. Hi. So, I would love to turn around the camera, but he's actually looking like he just got shot. We haven't been sleeping. We've been doing a lot of work for other artists in the CSM fraternity right now. I won't say their names, but we're actually doing work for them. That's the love that we have. I want to thank them. I want to thank Big Rich. Bro, I love you. Always giving us the best opportunities. Rich, you are like our godfather in music. We love you. Thank you so much for giving us that opportunity.
Yeah.
My entire team, family, friends, all, and most importantly, Mala, everyone that's listening and looking on. Thank you guys. You guys are why we do it, why we get up in the morning, why we decided to write a song and try our hand, and most importantly, God for giving us the strength to do it. Without God, nothing is possible, and we understand that, we accept that, and we are privileged to do that work.
Awesome. So let's share that song right now. More dal than rice. Take a listen, guys.
Reporting for Ramrose News. And there are reports around the world that men are being abducted. Here in Trinidad and Tobago, reports are already saying that 90% of the men from Port of Spain, from Chabonas, San Grande, Cedros, and even in Tobago, men are being taken. The authorities are saying they are investigating and they believe the men are being abducted by aliens.
Some aliens come over the land and start to pick up all the man. Well, I was hiding under my bed. It's only woman they leave, yes, it dread. I say thank you, Lord, for life. Now I shut to find a wife. I really thought this would have been nice, but right now it's more dal than rice. More dal than rice. More dal than rice. More dal than rice. Can't go away from the woman hold me down. More dal than rice. More dal than rice. More dal than rice. Can't go away from the woman hold me down. Well, I was feeling like a king on a throne. Me and I set a single woman alone. Until I hear them start to talk and see them coming with plate, knife and fork. I was trembling frightfully. I said the woman they want to eat me. I really thought this would have been nice, but right now it's more dal than rice. Dal than rice, dal than rice, dal than rice, 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 rice. More dal than rice. I'm really feeling nice one whole day. I'm feeling like a mice. So with Billy, only man in town. Can't go away 'cause the woman run me down. I was feeling sad and going mad until I see my sweetheart and start feeling glad. I kissed her twice and then she get back. I set a single woman saying that they neck. Well, I started running through my foot sticking a dashing roof. I really thought
it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Thank you very much. Some of my most questionable work.
For sure. Is this your CSM song? Is this what you're going to be singing on stage?
Oh yeah, definitely. Original work, original melody, original lyrics. You know, we came with a fresh start with this one, so it's going to take us straight through our CSM season.
Oh my goodness. I can't wait to see how you guys perform this one on stage. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm totally hyped for that. You know, the taping is this Wednesday coming, and then it's going to be shown on the 30th of January.
Yes.
So little time, much work to be done. You know, we're working feverishly on this. We're not sleeping these nights because we want to make sure everything. We're going to cut once. No, we're going to cut a million times and measure once.
Yeah. Okay.
That's wrong, and oh yeah, no. I'm going to measure a million times and cut once, right? Yeah.
Okay, whatever. But
yeah,
I'm sure it's a lot of
I got
hard.
it right.
You're such a natural comic. It's amazing.
Mm. And you know, I don't even try harder, but you know, it's there.
Yeah, and so are you coming out with any more new Bollywood music like after CSM?
Of course, you know, I have at least about 4 or 5 songs that I did. Most of the songs that I do, Mala, is actually requested songs. People say, Vijay, why don't you do this? Because I think that your voice would be good in it, and I take it as a challenge and I go do it. I have about 4 of those, as well as a brand new all original Bollywood genre song that I will be doing. Original lyrics, original melody written by Dr. Visham Himal, and it will be produced by Big Rich. It's going to be one of a kind. It's going to be a new initiative. You know, we're going to be creating Bollywood music from Trinidad and see how it pans out. You know, hopefully that, you know, you guys love it.
That's awesome, because my guest earlier, Vivesh Singh, he just did an original style Bollywood song as well, too. Original music, original lyrics, melody, everything brand new. So
kudos to him. Kudos. I mean, Mala, this is what we need. I mean,
yeah.
It takes a lot. It takes a little bit to just sing over something that you already know and everybody knows.
Yes.
But it takes a lot out of you to actually go into that book and put pen and think about melodies. That's true craftsmanship, and I want to congratulate him for that.
And it's a scary process as well too, because you don't know how it's going. You know that you're giving your best, but you don't know how the audience is going to react to it, right? Because everyone is so used to our artists singing covers for original songs, right? Original Bollywood songs.
It's I would say it's like about 100 times harder, because people tend to gravitate to what they know and what they are accustomed with. So even if you sing a chutney song in a familiar melody, people could pick up on it. They mightn't even take on the lyrics, but I know this song, I like this song. But when you come up with something original, it takes a while before it builds on you, and you really realize that, you know, this person came with something fresh, and you know, it would definitely take a lot of time, and it's a huge risk, but it's worth it because you're stepping in the right direction. You know, it's worth it because you're going to become somebody.
You sing every genre of music. What's your favorite genre to sing?
Well, definitely, this might come as a shock, but I'm firstly a local classical singer. I sing the traditional local classical songs, and that's, I'll be honest, that's my favorite type of songs to sing. It makes me feel connected to my culture. But then again, I enjoy all the same. If I'm singing English music, if I'm singing Spanish music, or even Hindustani music, Hindustani classical music, I put the same emphasis in all music on the whole. I love, my favorite thing, as you asked, you know, is local classical singing. That's what I enjoy.
So can you sing me a line of a English song?
Sure. Which one?
Anyone. One of your favorites.
Tell me, when will you be mine? Tell me, quando we can share the love divine. Oh, my love, please tell me when. That's nice. From my voice is actually bad because I've been singing for the past 3 days.
I know. I put you on the spot, but
that's okay. No, anything for Mala, anything.
Aw, thank you so much. I feel so honored. Now, if you were to give a piece of advice, one piece of advice to any young budding artist out there, what would it be?
Yeah, no shortcuts in anything. Definitely, if you want to become an artist, you need to put in the work, because you want to be on top of your game. You want to own what you're doing. It doesn't come overnight. Practice makes perfect. You need to practice every single day. If you want to become a singer, you practice that vocals every day. Saying that you don't have time to practice vocals is actually impossible, because you could sing while you're going in the car, you could sing while you're in the shower. I sing in my sleep, and I always keep practicing those notes. And that's the only way you're going to be getting it perfect, or even kind of close to perfect, or where you want to be. And there's no shortcuts. I want to say that do not feel dejected by the first sign of rejection or anything like that. That's the only way we become stronger. We learn, we go back to the drawing board, and definitely it makes you a better person, makes you a better artist. So every time you get a rejection, look at it as a chance to build yourself better. Come back the second time, don't make the same mistake twice, and win it all. Only you decide what's a failure in your life, and what's a success, and take that into consideration, and keep going forward. Keep singing, sing that song in your head.
Well said indeed. Thank you so much for that. I would love to stay and chat with you some more, but I know that we're out of time, and I know you have a lot on your plate as well too. And I just want to say that I'll be rooting for you at CSM, and I wish you yeah, exactly. And I wish you all the best. You're an amazing singer and performer, and I know that you will excel at anything that you do. So thank you again for gracing this platform and being my guest today.
Well, thank you, Marla. Thank you to everyone who looked on and looked at this video, who will be looking at it a little later on. I feel privileged. Yeah. I was actually excited wholly to come home and do this interview. And when I messaged you early on and he said, hey, I wanted you a little earlier on, I was like, yes, I get to go on early. And I'm here. Thank you. And thank you to all your other guests on the show for giving me a space in between this incredible lineup that you had today.
Thank you so much. You're a total superstar, and for doing this and for making the time for me today, because I know everybody is busy with their CSM preparations right now. So thank you again.
Of course, no problem. So as soon as I'm finished here, we go straight back to work. And awesome. Ramrose Entertainment, we're working hard.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you. And a huge thank you to all of my guests today. It was a fun interview with you, Vivesh, and with Vivesh as well. Thank you to Mr. Hussein Vally for your input as well. And to all of our viewers who've logged on and who's been watching on the sidelines, I thank you for your kind support and your encouragement always. And to any aspiring singer or artist out there, just remember that every dream is achievable. Work hard at your skills and stay focused no matter what your dreams or goals are. Don't give up, stay humble, and believe in yourself. And with that being said, everybody, remember to social distance and be safe. And I want to wish you the very best in your week ahead. Thank you all so much for being on with me here once again, and I look forward to seeing your company, your beautiful faces, and your smiles, and receiving your love and your compliments once again next week as we come to you with a different segment. So until then, I want to thank each and every one of you. Have a safe week ahead. Well, there you have it. Raymond Ryan and his awesome song, Nakating. So until I see you again next week, guys, have a safe week ahead. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Good night, everyone.